take a slow breath and notice how the day has settled into a softer rhythm, right? The air is quiet now, and the world outside your window has slipped into a calmer shade of night. Let yourself rest into the moment, shoulders releasing, hands at ease. Every part of you welcome here in this gentle pause. You are safe, held by the simple comfort of stillness, and there is no demand waiting for you, only the calm invitation of the evening. As you lie back, you might notice the quiet way lamplight fills the room, how it is never hurried, how it lingers across the edges of familiar walls and wood, how it sets the mood for rest. This is where our story will drift, toward the calm presence of a lantern, one that never burns out, one that offers steady light without rush or fading. Imagine it there in the dark, glowing softly, never wavering, never demanding attention, simply being present like a trusted friend on a quiet porch. Its glow is not harsh, not glaring, but rather a hush of warmth that spreads gently, like the glow of a fireplace without the crackle, like the sheen of moonlight with a touch of gold. You can let your breathing follow this image, slow and smooth, like the lantern's steady shine. Everything is steady tonight. Allow that thought to be a comfort, to smooth the edges of the day, to bring you into this quieter pace. The lantern will stay with us through this time, its glow offering an anchor while your body unwinds and your mind eases into the slower rhythm of night, unhurried, steady, safe. As the night stretches gently around us, we begin to notice the simple presence of a light that does not fade, a lantern that continues to glow with steady warmth, offering comfort in its quiet endurance. Its flame is not fierce, not sharp, but round and calm, casting circles of soft gold that move gently across wooden beams, cool stones, in the stillness of the evening air. You can imagine sitting nearby, the lantern resting at the center, giving its quiet glow to every corner without strain, a companion to silence. The lantern that never burns out becomes more than just an object. It is a rhythm of light, a constant note in the background, reassuring in its gentle sameness. Picture the air around it, soft with night coolness, carrying a hint of pine or earth. The lantern's glow layering warmth over that coolness, creating balance that feels familiar and safe. This balance is like sitting by a quiet lake with ripples that only shimmer faintly, or walking slowly through grass that bends and releases with no hurry at all. The glow becomes a guide for thought, reminding you that steadiness has its own beauty, that nothing needs to rush forward, that all can simply rest. Everything is steady tonight. The lantern shines without wavering, creating a sense of continuity, like the way a calm breath comes in and goes out, again and again, unchanged and comforting. Think of how this light touches small details, the curved handle, the glass catching a reflection, the way shadows stretch long but never heavy. Each detail is clear enough to notice, yet soft enough to relax into, nothing demanding, everything gentle. With every passing moment, the lantern reminds us that ease can last, that the mind can find rest in repetition, in glow, in the quiet that holds through the night. As you sit with this image, let your body continue to soften, as though every muscle is touched by that same golden glow, a reminder that calm has a place here. That rest belongs to you as surely as the lantern belongs to night. If the day has felt full, here the fullness empties into space. And if the day has felt scattered, here everything gathers into one simple image of glowing light. You may notice the steadiness of your own breathing as you linger with the lantern, the same rise and fall, the same steady pattern, easy and unbroken. In this way, the lantern is not only outside, but within the rhythm of your own calm body, steady and constant, carrying you toward rest. The lantern that never burns out continues to glow through fields, through porches, through quiet rooms, through skies filled with stars. Always present, always still, a simple and gentle presence to ease the mind and quiet the night. The lantern that never burns out glows with a steady rhythm, and as we rest with it, we can explore its presence in gentle cycles, each one offering calm images to ease the night. First, picture the lantern on a porch, its glow brushing across worn wood, light pooling at your feet, shadows stretching but never crowding, the scene calm and still, inviting your body to soften. Then, think of the lantern placed by a riverbank, the surface of the water catching the faint shimmer, tiny ripples turning gold before fading into the dark, the rhythm of water and light blending together in ease. In another cycle, imagine the lantern inside a cabin, its glow warming the wooden walls, each knot in the timber softened, each corner hushed by the presence of steady light, and your breathing finding that same pace. Everything is steady tonight. Now, let the lantern rest in a meadow, grasses swaying slowly under a light breeze, the glow wrapping around each blade, the cool night air balancing with the lantern's warmth, and your thoughts settling in the middle. Next, picture the lantern on a small stone wall, circle of light holding pebbles, moss, and leaves in a quiet spotlight, as though time itself has paused to listen to the silence. Then, see it along a trail, a guide through tall trees, where the trunks rise like dark pillars, and the lantern offers soft companionship with every slow step, never rushing, never fading. Everything is steady tonight. Imagine the lantern carried into a wide field where stars fill the sky, the glow below echoing the calm shine above, a harmony of steady light that eases the breath and softens the mind. In another view, the lantern rests beside a window, glass within glass, reflections layered like ripples, each one calmer than the last, each one reminding you of how rest repeats itself gently. Then, picture the lantern on a wooden dock, waves moving underneath, soft lapping sounds and glowing ripples folding together, the light steady even as the water shifts, just as your mind can stay steady while drifting. Everything is steady tonight. Imagine the lantern set upon a low table, a book nearby, pages untouched but warmed by light, words waiting without demand, the lantern offering enough glow to see, yet not enough to hurry. In another moment, think of the lantern among pines, its glow touching bark, needles, and forest floor, each detail softened into a quiet painting, the air crisp and cool, your body heavier and more relaxed. Then, let the lantern rest on a hillside, overlooking valleys and faint roads, its glow, a small but certain presence, reminding you that even in wide open quiet, light can remain close. Everything is steady tonight. Now, return to the image of the lantern in the heart of night, glowing without urgency, repeating its gentle gift of steadiness, letting you rest in its company. Again and again, each cycle slower, softer, more restful. The lantern that never burns out continues to shine through porch and field, river and room, meadow and trail, dock and hillside, always constant, always quiet, always steady, a companion to your breathing, a guide into rest, a soft rhythm carrying you further into sleep. The lantern that never burns out continues its calm glow, and as we move deeper into its presence, we can add gentle layers, noticing not only its light, but also the quiet spaces it touches. The lantern rests in many places, and in each place it teaches us a small truth, that steadiness can be found in warmth, in rhythm, in repetition, in quietness, in presence. These 5 elements mingle in soft ways, offering a framework for calm, not rigid but fluid, like the glow itself, moving without hurry. Imagine the lantern along a quiet garden path, the leaves overhead casting patterns that shift with the breeze, the light below steadying those movements, creating balance between motion and stillness. In another scene, think of the lantern in an old barn, wood beams stretching upward, the glow filling corners with gentle gold, dust in the air moving slowly like drifting stars. Everything is steady tonight. Let the lantern settle near the edge of a lake, reflections quivering across the surface, yet always returning to smoothness. The glow holding its place while the water learns to be calm again. Then picture the lantern at the center of a small table, surrounded by cups, books, and folded blankets. Each object softened by its glow, the whole scene a quiet circle of rest. The lantern glows near a field of tall grass, the stems swaying back and forth, brushing together with a sound like whispers, the light catching tips of each stalk as they bend and rise again. Everything is steady tonight. Imagine the lantern high on a stone wall, its glow stretching downward, touching ivy leaves, cracks in the stone, and a line of moss that appears silver in the light, every small detail given time to exist. Now, think of the lantern beneath a great oak, its branches reaching far above, leaves turning the glow into speckled patches, the air cool but never harsh, the earth beneath firm and grounding. In another vision, the lantern is placed at the center of a clearing, the night wide and open, stars thick above, the glow below steady, a quiet reminder that light is always enough. Everything is steady tonight. Let the lantern's glow guide you again, through forest, along water, across fields, into rooms, onto porches, each place quieter than the last, each one another cycle of calm. With every repetition, the glow becomes familiar. It's the same way breathing becomes familiar, the same way waves return, the same way night deepens and settles. The lantern is both simple and endless, offering comfort in its steady shine, easing your body and your thoughts into stillness, reminding you that calm has no limit, that rest is always near. Everything is steady tonight. The lantern that never burns out continues to glow, layer upon layer, cycle upon cycle, a companion in silence, a steady light in every setting, holding the night with gentle hands and guiding you softly deeper into rest. The lantern that never burns out continues to shine. Hey, and as the night deepens, we spiral gently back toward the beginning, returning again and again to the same soft glow, only slower, only calmer. Picture it on the porch once more, wood beneath your feet, the air cool against your skin, the lantern's light circling steadily, reminding you of how stillness settles when given space. Think of it again beside the river, ripples turning golden for a moment before returning to dark, a rhythm that mirrors breath. In and out, glow and fade, all in balance. Everything is steady tonight. The lantern inside the cabin glows as it always has, steady on the table, filling the room with calm warmth, with softened corners hushed, the air carrying a quiet hum of peace. Return to the meadow, grass bending under the night wind, the glow brushing tips of blades, cool and warm meeting gently, a balance that soothes both thought and body. Imagine again the lantern on the stone wall, moss silvered by its glow, cracks gentled, leaves gathered at the base, touched with light, all details softened into one calm image. Everything is steady tonight. Back to the trail through trees, lantern in hand or resting nearby, trunks tall and patient. The glow steady between them, offering not direction but presence, not urgency but ease. Return to the wide field beneath stars, the lantern below and sky above, reflecting each other, both steady, both infinite, both calm. The window again holds the reflection, light within glass, glass within light, beating gently like ripples that never end, always slower, always softer. Everything is steady tonight. The dock stretches into water again, waves soft and hushed, the glow spreading circles that widen and fade, never rushing, always returning to stillness. The book lies near the lantern, pages waiting without demand, the glow touching the cover, the quiet of unread words matching the quiet of the night. Once more, the forest, bark and needles softened, hair crisp and grounding, lantern glow turning each detail into a painting meant only for rest. The hillside stretches wide, valleys below, sky above. The lantern close, small but certain, reminding you of the comfort found in light that stays. Everything is steady tonight. The lantern that never burns out continues. Porch to river, cabin to meadow, wall to trail, field to window, dock to forest, hillside to sky, each image looping back, softer and calmer each time. You are returning to, circling through stillness. Each breath, another repetition of calm. Each moment, another layer of ease. The lantern guiding you not forward, but inward, into rest, into night. Everything is steady tonight. The glow will remain, even as your thoughts drift, even as your body loosens, even as sleep arrives. The lantern stays, its light steady, its warmth gentle, a companion to carry you into dreams, soft, safe, unbroken. Good night.